The admission test, passing God's exacting examination. Do the people think that they will be left to say, "We believe," without being put to the test? This is the most important examination of your existence. Not a casual quiz, but a test so exacting that it probes the very core of what you claim to believe. God's messenger, Rashad Khalifa, described this test as very exacting, demanding, rigorous, requiring great care and attention. Why are we here? Billions of years ago, God's creatures were presented with a fundamental question. Do you accept God's absolute authority? Some affirmed without hesitation. They became angels. One creature challenged God. That was Satan. And then there was the rest of us, the ones who failed to take a firm stand. We have offered the responsibility, freedom of choice to the heavens and the earth and the mountains, but they refused to bear it and were afraid of it. But the human being accepted it. He was transgressing, ignorant. If it were up to the angels, we would all be in hell right now. No test, no planet Earth, no second chance. But God, the most gracious, most merciful, overruled them. He said, "I am giving them another chance." The 4 types of calamities. Rashad Khalifa taught that all disasters fall into 4 types. Admission tests, which verify your faith. Educational disasters, which alert you when you stray. Blessings in disguise, which appear bad but are actually good. And retributive disasters, the only kind directly from God, reserved for those beyond reform. Of these 4, only one comes from God. The other 3 are consequences of our own actions or Satan's interference. We will surely test you through some fear, hunger, and loss of money, lives, and crops. Give good news to the steadfast. The liberating truth. It was not you who killed them. God is the one who killed them. It was not you who threw when you threw. God is the one who threw. But he thus gives the believers a chance to earn a lot of credit. If you do not believe that God is doing everything, you do not truly believe in God. You make the initial decision, that is your role. But God is doing everything else. This is not a cause for despair. It is the most profound liberation imaginable. When you truly understand that God controls everything, you stop worrying and start living. Anything that happens on earth or to you has already been recorded, even before the creation. This is easy for God to do. Thus, you should not grieve over anything you miss, nor be proud of anything he has bestowed upon you. The test typically occurs within the first 5 years after you claim to worship God alone, but it can be resolved quickly. If you are proven to be a total submitter completely in the first month, then it is over. The duration is proportional to the depth of your submission. If anyone thinks that God cannot support him in this life and in the hereafter, let him turn completely to his Creator in heaven and sever his dependence on anyone else. He will then see that this plan eliminates anything that bothers him. The admission test is not punishment, it is mercy. It is God giving you the opportunity to prove that you belong in his kingdom. Trust God and everything else follows. That is how you pass the test. Not by being perfect, but by being perfectly willing to trust the one who is.